So hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Xukania and today I wanna make a zilitu guide, right? Just give you the idea of her, where to use her, what to use with her, and stuff like that. And we do some testings, and obviously the main usage for her is skill plus. And yeah, let's start talking about her skills and everything. Promotions we don't really need to talk about, just promotion her, right? So her ultimate, you wanna have this on max to make it work at least level 4. Because if you don't have the duration and long enough, and you use Twin Fiend or Pyros, you will not fit 2 ultimates in if you don't reset her. And you don't want to reset her. And I will explain why. So, when triggered deals 380% damage, right? The reason why Wailing Skull on zilitu is so strong is because of the ultimate. It's because this 380% damage adds damage to the Wailing Skull. So while she's an ultimate, she makes crazy damage with the Wailing Skull, right? Awakenings, I don't really have. This one should not matter for damage increase, but this one matters. This one gives you 10 seconds moderation, right? For the ultimate. So this one is pretty strong. Then you can play it a bit different, which I cannot show at the moment because I don't have Awaken Tree, simply. But the main goal for most people don't have Awaken Tree, right? So we just go with Awaken 0, like I have her. And I maybe make a follow-up video when she's Awaken 3, because then you probably can play her different. You could probably play her the same way. You just have a bit more uptime on the match, right? So this ultimate is the only reason why you wanna use Wailing Skull. Because you don't wanna use Wailing Skull on Arrogance. He doesn't have damage increase, he has damage with attack increase. It increases Wailing Skull too a little bit, but not much. On zilitu, this is straight up damage increase. And it goes everything to Wailing Skull too. That's the main reason why you want to use Wailing Skull on her. It's not bugged or anything like people say. It's just that reason. And I will show you guys in a second. So this passive, if she doesn't attack for 3 seconds, that's important too. That's why she is also working so good with Pyros and Twin Fiend, right? That's the only internal unit that benefits from not attacking for 3 seconds. Because Pyros or Twin Fiend holds them back for 10 seconds, right? And then this one is active. And then the hit from Twin Fiend triggers with all this. So you want to have this skilled up as well. And now the basic of it. Blocked targets take 20% more damage. And that works. That's why I don't reset her. That's the reason I don't reset zilitu. I always put her in front of the boss. And that's why I don't reset her with Laurel, right? I always put her in front. And first time when I had zilitu, right? When I didn't have zilitu and I played her like the first few times, I reset her with Laurel because every YouTuber, every streamer I saw always reset Laurel, right? Always reset zilitu with Laurel. They put her in the back spot back. And I was just following it basically because I didn't know better. But then I did. Someone in the chat, Kevin, if you hear this, hello Kevin. Kevin told me that you should use zilitu in front better. And then I asked him why, and then he explained me this, right? And then I always take tips from my viewers. If I don't know something, I'm not the best knowledgeable guy, right? I'm good in gameplay and understanding what's going on in the fight and which ultimates to use when. But information-wise, I'm not really the best, right? It's not. I have good informations, but some units that I don't play, I don't really know much about them. Because I only go through units that I use, right? And Kevin told me to use them in front. And yeah, it's actually damage increase. It's actually more damage than resetting her with Laurel. And I will show and prove it right now. And thank you, Kevin, man, for giving this tip. So I can show you guys what I mean. So we first do it. We just play solo first. And then we play zilitu, right? We don't use Dolores yet. So 51k, right? She do 51k. 51k damage. And this his Wailing Skull is dealing, I just missed it, but 51k from her in the back, right? 51k out of ultimate. Now we'll reset it and put her in front. Here is where I place her all the time. I used Hollow after. I mean, my Hollow doesn't have Invict set, she has more reset, but just to make the test real, I just do it before. And now you see, she's dealing 58k instead of 51. She gained 7k damage. Just because she is, her basic attack counts now as blocking our unit because she's in front of the boss, right? So, and now we make ultimate. It's 225k, right? On ultimate in front of the boss. 225k. And now we do it in the back. You will see you lose a lot of damage if you use her in the back. Use Hollow again first. She doesn't have Invict, you can see this here. And now we had 223k damage, now we have 197k, right? You lose how much? 30k each hit on ultimate. And that's without Dolores. Now we do the same thing, but we add Dolores in, right? So we put down, Dolores actually has Invict, so we put her down first, then Dolores, then Hollow, and then this one. And then we can just reset them. Oh, she has Invict though. But did you get it? That's for Moral Set, I think. Yeah, that's Moral Set, you see? I have Moral Set, the new one, so this doesn't really matter. I will always have it because Hollow, right? Oh, that was the wrong one. Go live and fight, goodbye. Oh, I messed it up again. But yeah, I will show you what I mean. With Dolores, increase it a lot more. We use Dolores first, so the Invict set is gone. So she doesn't have Invict set, she just have the Moral set from Hollow, right? She will always get that one. Because that is a timed one. Laurel has Invict set, so it's RNG too. We just wait out. We just wait out till we have ultimate, it's fine. And now look. She makes 412k with Dolores, right? In front of the boss. 412. And his Wailing Skull, you see, with Dolores and thingy, but I show after. I just show this now. We had how much? How much we had? 412k, right? Now we do it again, but we put them in front. Well. I make time so fast. And you will see how much damage we do. 412k. And now we have 471k damage. From 412 to 471 with Dolores. It's how much? 50k per attack. It's very much. You don't want to use her here. You don't want to use her with Laurel here. The only reason why people get damage out of this, and I can prove it showing a real fight, right? I can make a real fight if you guys want to now. But Wailing Skull also gets the damage you want only in ultimate. Before it's not really much, right? So now we check the Wailing Skull, right? So it's 56k. 56k, right? Wailing Skull out of ultimate. In ultimate, the Wailing Skull will be cracking much more. I use ultimate now. So when Wailing Skull spawn, we can see the damage, right? But Wailing Skull, the block from increasing the damage on the basic attack, because it's only on basic attack, right? From zilitu, the Wailing Skull doesn't get more damage. Doesn't matter which positioning. So for Wailing Skull, it doesn't matter where she is. So Now look the Wailing Skull in Ultimate, 282k compared to 53. It's how much? 130k damage increase just because she has Ultimate on, right? That is the only reason why Wailing Skull is so broken on Zilitu, right? That's the reason people say Wailing Skull is the best artifact, which is, in my opinion, not. It is for Zilitu by far, but it's not the best artifact. In my opinion, Frigid Flame is the best fight artifact. But for Zilitu, it's Wailing Skull because the ultimate gives you so much damage increase. Basically, damage increase, right? And that scales with Wailing Skull. It scales with every ultimate, but Ref, for example, he has 40% damage increase on the ultimate, but she has 380. And Lust, for example, she has also like 60% damage increase on ultimate. And Wailing Skull adds to the ultimate as well, like to Dolores as well. We can show that as well. Look, 282k, right? Now we add Dolores. As I said, positioning for the block thing doesn't matter. We use Dolores first to not get the invict set, right? And I wait it out. You see, Wailing Skull does 58k or something it was, or 53, I don't remember. But you guys can see it in slow motion. I made it a test before, right? You have to wait now. 53k, wait, out of ultimate, right? 53k, the Wailing Skull is doing. And now, we have to wait, because Zilitu has to be on ultimate when the Wailing Skull triggers to actually get the damage increase, right? So now we trigger and waiting for Wailing Skull right now. Look, damage. 720k. You see this? 1.2 million on the vulnerability phase. 1.2 million does the Wailing Skull. You see this? He's disappeared, but 1.2 million damage from this Wailing Skull just. It's crazy damage, but on the vulnerability phase, right? On the vulnerability phase, you have much more damage. That's why I always time my ultimates right before I break the shield. I pop every ultimate as well. Like I refresh them always on shield as well. Like if you guys saw my guild boss no legendary, no awakening 50k video and no legendary lords, I always set my ultimates running during the whole vulnerability phase after every shield. That's also important to get the most damage out, right? So, and how you wanna play this? Because of the damage increase in front of the boss, right? But I can show you again because we had it after the shield, right? I can show you again, right? I can make this, then we reset them because Zilitu gets ultimate quick in the first deployment, so she doesn't get invict, right? And with invict it would be even a bit more, right? So now 56k, right, from Wailing Skull out of anything, and she doesn't have invict. Now we wait a little bit till the till the Wailing Skull cooldown is back. Now we can do it. And now you see, out of the vulnerability phase, right, after the shield, we can see the Wailing Skull will come now. And you see the damage is at 720k. So basically you get the double amount of damage after the shield, right? On everything, on everyone, on everything, on everything. But you see the damage increase with Zilitu's ultimate on and Dolores on. How much the Wailing Skull is hitting? 720k. It's not even... that's why Zilitu damage is so high, because of her ultimate scaling with Wailing Skull, right? Arrogance technically makes more damage than Zilitu. Technically more damage. But the Wailing Skull is actually making almost the same amount of damage as Zilitu, and it adds to Zilitu's damage because of the artifact. It's hers, right? So, but technically Arrogant would deal more damage if both have both lords, right? So out of guild boss, because you don't have Pyros there, you wanna how it called? Use your ultimate. without anything, right? Without pyro sync, you in Void Rift, for example, you don't really use Twin Fiend on pyros. At least I don't. But she's still doing good work. But her damage is not that crazy like Arrogance. Arrogance makes much more damage than her, and Void Rift for me almost everywhere. Okay, let's make a fight and then I explain only about the zilitu, right? The rest doesn't matter. So I put that in front always. You can make one fight here. And as I said, she makes more damage in front. You guys can test it. If you time your ultimates with Twin Fiend right, she makes more damage in front. I tested that already. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's about the zilitu. I don't know why they're not getting placed. I just do it in a normal way. It doesn't matter who deals what damage. I just want to explain quick the Twin Fiend, right? So the reason why people deal more damage when zilitu is here, the streamers and the YouTubers, because they use zilitu wrong and Twin Fiend wrong as well. You wanna delay. You wanna wait on Dolores till she's 82, 83. Depend on your Dolores refusion, depend on your Pantheon, all depend on that, right? But you wanna delay her. You wanna delay her as long as possible. I don't reset Twin Fiend, right? I don't reset Twin Fiend, I reset Dilas instead. That's the way you play it. So Dolores now at 85%, right? I use this and delay zilitu as long as possible, okay? And then you see when Twin Fiend's around at the end, you wanna use Dolores. Because then you have most uptime as well after the ultimate hits. Because zilitu right now is not attacking. No one's dealing damage from this two. This three, I mean, Hex and zilitu, and it depends how much internal units you have with you, right? So you wanna wait around Twin Fiend here. That's always safe. Then you can trigger Dolores, right? And then you trigger Dolores, and the hit will come instantly. And Dolores counts with the hit already. Like now. The hit will count from zilitu into this. And then you can just reset Laurel, right? And as I said, Twin Fiend doesn't have a Laurel, right? So, but you always manage to fit two Twin Fiends in, right? Now you use her, and she will be still in ultimate with everything. If your Dolores procs here, you have both again. And you see now, zilitu comes out of ultimate, and I don't have Awaken 3. With Awaken 3, it's even better to put that in front. Watch now what I mean. So you always get two Twin Fiends in, and she's at 40%, 50% already, right? One Laurel would bring her up. But most situations, you don't have the Laurel up, right? So most people reset her already earlier. I would wait right now till she's up anyway. I wouldn't reset because it would not benefit everyone else, right? I didn't use the ultimates because just that. But you see what I mean, right? She is up again, Laurel is up again. You wouldn't reset her regardless. And even if you do, you cannot fit three Twin Fiends in one zilitu. It's not possible. I tried it and it's not possible. So the most what you get out of Twin Fiends is two ultimates and one zilitu ultimate. Which is nice, but it doesn't matter if you reset her. You will always get two. So if you wait now, zilitu's even up now, and I would still wait for Dolores. I cannot use them now. So actually resetting her just time loss. Now use her, you delay zilitu again, and use that, right? You could have Laurel before, but as I said, it doesn't. It's not a real boss fight or something. And then you saw my Dolores went in, and the hit flied. I was spamming Dolores just. It was perfect timing. And then you reset, get your Hollow going. I would have waited for Hollow in a real fight. I would have waited for Hollow now. She was at 80%, and I wouldn't unsummon Laurel when she's on 80%. I would wait for Hollow to come up first. I lose like 5 seconds or something for Laurel uptime here, but still worth it because you get instead of 20% rage fusion on Hollow, you would get 50%, right? Now we got 50%. But if I would have unsummoned her earlier, now we didn't get the 50% after the ultimate. But if I would have waited 5 seconds longer, you would get 50% after the Holo ultimate is triggered, and she Rage Vision has already by that. But you see, I always have 2 Twin Fiends in 1 2 if she's standing in front even, and I use Laura, right? And then you can use Dolores again when she blocks, and always with Dolores, and always with Twin Fiends. It's always in the ultimate, so you wanna use her in front. If you don't have a second fighter, I would still go for in front. Like, I played on one account, reached 50k easier when I was doing this. Let's say I don't have Arrogance, right? Let's say I don't have Arrogance. I was still playing like this, right? And instead of Arrogance, I had Zetram. He was here, and Holo was here then, you know? But I still played it like this. Because zilitu gets so much damage just from the basic attack, which I just showed you guys, right? And yeah, I think if I missed something, please let me know, guys. I don't know if I missed anything, but that's the reason why you want to put her in front, because the 20% damage increase, and you don't the reset would give her damage regardless, for sure, but not much. That's what I'm trying to explain. You rather reset someone else. Actually, nah, I was wrong. She gets lost damage if you reset her with Laurel. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. I little mistalking. I tested this. I made with my run how I play my zilitu, how I play my Twin Fiend. If you always fit 2 Twin Fiends in with Dolores, you 100% gain damage if you put her in front. But when I see people like streamers, I saw it on one guy yesterday. I don't say names, of course, but they play it like off cooldown. They spam it. Like, he had this, right? He had this, for example, right? He used zilitu instantly during the fight, not at the start. At the start, I don't remember, but in the fight, right? In the fight, he used zilitu instantly, and Pyros or Twin Fiend was at like 70%. I would not use my Twin Fiend when she's up, when Twin Fiend is 70%, or Pyros. I would wait for him, because otherwise you get not 2 in unless you have Laurel. And then you do this, and that's the only way to get 2 Twin Fiends in if you reset Twin Fiend. But resetting, so yeah, now I reset him. That's how the people play, right? And it works. It works. And now we can continue fighting, and people use them already now, which makes sense if you reset them. But now you already lose. You lose. You will not get fit to Twin Fiend unless you reset, right? But the next one, you wouldn't have to cooldown from Laurel. Like now, you see, Twin Fiend is out, and you lose already damage by. You have to play. You have to synergize your units, otherwise you lose a lot of damage. If you don't synergize your units, it's like no point. You will struggle to get 50k. There was, I see people, they come to me, they reach 30k or something. Then I play it for them, and they reach 50k, right? In my streams, I do takeovers every day for free, right? I help people as much as I can in my 5 to 7 hours stream every day, except Wednesdays. Wednesdays I'm out. That's my free day, basically. And yeah, it's just ultimate timing is very important. You also want this. You wanna delay zilitu as long as possible, so she don't lose too much time during the ultimate, right? But this triggers already the damage of the, how it's called, Wailing Skull, right? But most importantly is to understand why Wailing Skull is so strong on her. Is because the ultimate. There's no other reason. Like, if I use Wailing Skull on Arrogance, it's not much damage. I can give Arrogance, let's see the stats, right? It's 5000 attack. We could agree that Arrogance has more attributes, base attributes than zilitu, right? I think we all can agree on that. And I didn't test this. This is live test. I didn't test this. I just want to show, and because I test this already, but not with these 2 units, right? And I use now the same gear from zilitu to Arrogance, and I will give her the Wailing Skull, right? I give him. And now we can test this. They have Arrogance has more attributes than zilitu. So we put Dolores in, we put this in, and then Arrogance, right? Arrogance already deals 51k. It's basically out of ultimate, it's basically the same thing. Zilitu does 53, right? Arrogance makes 51. Can do this, reset them. So I have ultimate from Dolores. And he doesn't have Invict, right? This moral set just the 4% damage increase to everyone. I cannot remove this. But now I'm hoping to get the Wailing Skull now. And you see, the Wailing Skull does 159k only. No, 159k only. Now we go to Zilitu back, give her back the gear from Arrogance. I mean, it's basically Zilitu's gear. But 159k, right, in ultimate. Zilitu does 700k. It's because the ultimates, right? It's Arrogance has more attributes. Arrogance has more attributes than Zilitu. And Arrogance also deals more damage out of Wailing Skull than Zilitu. Now I give them back what I had, right? So Zilitu has back his gear. And she has lower attributes from base, right? So I give the Wailing Skull back to her. As I said, Arrogance gets a bit damage, but his ultimate scales on attack %, which is also an attribute, but it's not a flat damage increase, right? Right, I have to put Dolores down first. And reset them already. So out of ultimates, both kinda equal damage. She did deal 56, Arrogance at 51. In ultimate, Arrogance was dealing 159 with Wailing Skull, right? 159k. Zilitu does 700. We just wait for Wailing Skull to come. Look, 545. It wasn't 700, but I had 700 because of vulnerability phase, I guess. But 545 against 159k. It's not because Wailing Skull is bugged or anything. It just scales with attributes. And damage increase put all attributes up. Attack %, what Arrogance ultimate has, doesn't put all attributes up, right? This is just increasing his attack. Increase attack range and attack, basically. Damage with attack launch and increase attack range, right? The attack range both have the same, but this is the important part. They have almost both the same scaling on the ultimate. But for Arrogance, it's only for himself a lot. For Zilitu, it's also for herself a lot. And that's also the reason why you wanna go with Infernal Rosette, right? Because Infernal Rosette increase her attack. Increase her attack, and she always make basic attack out of ultimate and not on the ultimate, right? That's also why you wanna have Infernal Rosette on her. Because she already has on the ultimate a lot of damage increase. So you would just add up more damage increase to this with Arcana set. She doesn't make much damage then. If you this is a separate scaling from damage increase. That's why the Wailing Skull makes less damage on Arrogance, because this is a different damage increase than this one. And that's why you use also on Zila's Infernal Rosette. But I have a damage explaining video in my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out, how damage scaling works and stuff. I explained everything there, not only about the two. And yeah, this is saying dealing damage has a 40% chance of summoning one Shadow Guard with 150% of the hero's attributes to attack the enemies 10 seconds. The effect can be triggered as often as one time every 10 seconds. So it has 10 seconds uptime, then 20 seconds downtime. So basically every 30 seconds you have 10 seconds of his damage already in, right? But this is hero's attributes. And it scales a lot with damage increase instead of a specific damage increase, right? Like attack percent or crit damage or anything, right? That's the reason why Wailing Skull is so good on her. And yeah, I hope I explained everything. If I missed something, I'm sorry, guys. Just let me know in the comments. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Share, subscribe, leave a comment would help me out and would make me happy as well. And yeah, if you find it interesting, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see us in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.